Hey guys, welcome back. If you are new here, I'm Chantel Purcell, and it's been about 4 months since my last reconstructive surgery. So today I was just going to give a little update as to how that recovery is looked and how the surgery turned out and all that good stuff. So if you're new and you'd like to kind of catch up from and figure out how we got to where we are today, definitely check out some previous videos, because today I'm just going to roll forward with an update. So first, I'm gonna stop talking for a second. Just listen. Can you hear? It's so crazy loud with the birds right now, so that's kind of cool. Anyway, just thought I would share that with you. But 4 months post-op, and this surgery, just as a refresher, was my last exchange surgery for reconstruction. So, oh my gosh, we finally nailed it. We got it right. It's kind of crazy. So what we had to do is we had to kind of correct the previous surgery where the implants just weren't working. The radiated side was really small. It was very high. It was like this ball way up here, and this side was like down here. They were not even, I mean, they say they're sisters, not twins kind of thing. Like, these kids weren't even in the same family. They were just not playing well together. So there were just a bunch of issues. So we had to, sort of start over and do different implants. So, okay, I'm big on numbers and sizes and all this stuff, you guys. So it's crazy to think that what we ended up doing is, oh my gosh, 4, 5, 25, and 565 cc's. So this one, even though they look very similar, is considerably larger. That is my radiated side. And I'm gonna correct those numbers. Like, I'll put it in the comments below, or in the description box below, because I'm not exactly sure if I nailed those numbers. I wanna make sure that I give you the exact dimensions of the diameter, the cc's, as well as the projection. Because all of those numbers count. If you followed and seen any of my other videos for reconstruction, numbers matter, size matters, you guys. So yeah, it was because of that sort of mishap that I ended up having that surgery. So fast forward to where we are now. I'm 4 months post-op. I feel really good, you guys, physically. I actually was able to start kind of getting out and exercising and moving within a month after surgery. And it probably took a little bit longer for 2 reasons. One is that it was my 4th surgery of the year. I had a lot of surgeries last year. And so it was a lot of surgery, and it was kind of the last one. So I think maybe that cumulative effect, on top of all the treatments and everything else that I had done previously, it just kind of really wore me down. So it took me about a month to really kind of get up and moving and stuff again. Second reason is I had a secondary, much smaller cancer diagnosis in October, and with a surgery to remove that. Now, I will say that it was just a carcinoma. I don't want to talk down to anyone who has or has had a carcinoma, but for me personally, in comparison, it was, of course, much easier to remedy and to do the surgery. Now, I would be not very truthful if I didn't say it was triggering. Getting that call a second time saying you have cancer, the biopsy came back and you have cancer. I mean, literally triggered. So yeah, that was kind of a hard day. Actually, it was probably a hard week. That was kind of hard. Anyway, so I got back up and moving about a month later. So we ended up doing the new cancer surgery right before, I think it was a week before I was scheduled for my breast reconstruction. But, it just, the timing, that's what it was. We had done the biopsy, that it came back, and we didn't have time to play. So both of those surgeries literally within a week of each other. And so December rolled around and I got up, out, and moving. And if you follow me on Instagram, you can check out those stories, because I decided to challenge myself and whoever wanted to join in. for a daily kind of get up, out and moving challenge. And that was a ton of fun. We'll probably end up doing that again because it really was the best way to keep me accountable by posting every single day, because I haven't done as well consistently ever since. So I'm doing pretty well, and I've actually added some new stuff. But yeah, so I wanted to just kind of share. Okay, so I'll go back. I'll go back just a little bit, because if you haven't seen me in a while, I have to mention, you know, we have this like ever-changing hair because it's just, you know, it keeps growing, and I'm so excited. So I darkened it a little since the last time you guys saw me. So, you know, I'm just up for whatever. I decided a long time ago that, you know, any day with hair is a good hair day. So and also decided that I'm just not going to be limited. So I'm kind of playing around a little with the colors, with highlights, the style, you know, whatever. This was actually, oh my God, like I just realized this was, okay, my first goal was to get a bob. And so I had that like the bob look, but it was like multiple different layers and stuff. And then my second goal was to be like one length bob, which I kind of achieved, you know, a couple of months ago. But my final goal, oh my God, I need like a new hair goal. My final goal was to get kind of to my collarbone, like sort of like mostly like one lengthish kind of thing, like a long bob, a lob collarbone. So, oh my God, like I just realized I achieved that goal. That's pretty exciting. So you saw it here first. That's exciting. And I have to just shout out my hairstylist, Jacob Kahn of Jacob Kahn Salon in Roswell, Georgia. Hit him up, find him on Instagram. He's amazing. Okay, I've gotten sidetracked. So anyway, this video was to talk about my last surgery, which I gave you those numbers. So know, ladies, that as you're reconstructing, radiated skin stretches, does different, way different than non-radiated skin, and that was exactly what I had. My radiated side is this side, and you can still see how this went. I purposely have this on so you can kind of see. I mean, they are, for all practical purposes, they look really similar. This one comes up a little higher and harder. It's the radiated side. Hey, I mean, like, I'll take it. They're way more similar now than they were before. Like I said, they were very, very off before, and we achieved this look by my surgeon thinking outside the box, and he chose 2 really different sized implants. And again, I'll drop those numbers in the description area below if you're interested. And but my radiated side, I think we're at least like about 50 or 60 cc's larger than the other side. It just, you know, because of the skin being so resistant to expanding and stretching, it works. So, you know, it's just, this whole thing has been such a journey, and I feel so blessed that I have been kind of restored and I feel whole again. And if you go back and see, I remember there was a video when I said, you know, deciding to do reconstruction was such a hard decision because it was going to be so invasive. You know, we had to not only cut into, like, you know, the front areas, 2 places in the front, we also had to go into 2 places in the back, and we have big, you know, like 6-inch scars on both sides. We had to retrieve muscle. We had to take out chunks of skin from both sides. I mean, it was super invasive, and it was not an easy decision, but in the end, if you are a latissimus flap girl, just know that I'm just shining a light from the other end of being done and saying success, gratitude, and I just feel so restored. So if you are following along, and if you end up having a latissimus or a bilateral latissimus, like in my case, and reconstruction of any kind, the road can be a little long. It can also be a little bumpy. You know, reconstruction is not breast augmentation, so getting it right the first time might not happen. It does happen that way for some women. I'm not going to say that it doesn't, but not for all of us. So, you know, hey, if they don't get it right, the good news is that they can make it better. So I was really devastated after my exchange surgery, so devastated. And actually, it was more emotionally devastating than even my bilateral mastectomy. At least that I knew what I was going to wake up with. I was, you know, expecting the right results. But with my first exchange surgery, I had different expectations and was tremendously disappointed. And so now all of that is behind us. So I just want to give you guys a little bit of hope that if you're on the long road, there is an end, and I'm shining a bright light from the other end, and you're gonna get there. So thank you so much for following along. If you have any questions about reconstruction or about latissimus flap, bilateral latissimus flap, check out other videos and definitely ask any questions in the comments. I respond to you guys as quickly as I possibly can. So I'm here for you and sending lots of love and warrior strength to you guys. Bye.